Let It Be was doomed to be an underwhelming album from the very beginning. Allow me to explain.
Now, our host for this evening, the Boney Rolls.
Alright, so Let It Be, an incredible album, one of the best from 1970. However, compared to the albums that came before it, well, you also have the fact that this was officially the last album by the band. By the time it came out, people already knew the Beatles were done for, so it had some high expectations behind it. Abbey Road had been one of the best albums the band made, one of the best albums of all time actually, so when Let It Be came out, fans were a little confused. The band barely sounded like a band anymore, the songs were produced very differently from one another, thank you Phil Spector, and overall, it didn't really feel like the Beatles anymore. However, the album came out exactly as it was supposed to. Aside from the production maybe, the album was a success. Remember, this was supposed to be a live album. It was supposed to open the doors for the band to get back in the stage, no pun intended. If this album was released when intended, it would have had a much warmer welcome. Abbey Road as the last album would have been amazing, but unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. Basically, there's no way this was going to be a happy release. You'd need a perfect album, and even then, it probably wouldn't have done that well. Cause think about it, the members were suing each other, the band was over, there were interviews where the members flamed each other, Paul publicly expressed his dissatisfaction with the production. I mean, it was really toxic. Unfortunately, the album was doomed to fail, and the fact that a few years later it was reappraised and people saw the album for the classic it is shows how great the legacy of the Beatles actually was.